Welcome to the Infrequent Computer Users class, or ICUC. I'm Kate Snap, and I'm one of the trainers for ICUC. I developed this class just to help support services at University of Colorado Hospital feel more comfortable both using the computer, but also to help them find who to reach out when you get stuck. Here's our agenda for today. We're going to go through what happens when I'm on my own computer at UC Health, what happens when I get frustrated. We're going to talk about e-learning and how we can see one, do one, and then teach one to somebody else, which is really nice. Then we're going to talk about our favorite game show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and the wonderful thing that came out of that. Then we're all going to practice using Skype together in this class. And then finally, we're going to try it on your own outside of the classroom and see how it works for you. So let's get started. I think it's so frustrating when you can't remember how to do something, from how to compose an email, to finding something on the source, to recognizing points and redeeming those points to get a cool item, or even doing your self-evaluation. There's nothing worse than feeling stuck. And if you don't have your own desk and your own computer, finding help can be difficult. Snagging someone in the hall who's already doing another task or is on their way to another meeting, it's hard to interrupt somebody and get help when you need it. Lacking those skills can cause your confidence to erode, and we don't want that to happen. Honestly, this course is not made to make you feel stranded. There's nothing worse than feeling alone and not knowing what to do. Not knowing who to ask for help is both counterproductive to building confidence or forming new abilities or creating new ideas. But learning how to use a computer or a computer software program is really like learning a brand new language. It's natural for you to want to reach out and get help. So learning is a process for acquiring new information that when it's taken in or internalized, it results in a change and a transformation. And that's what we're looking for you. Our minds, however, don't want to hold on to this new information. They want just-in-time information in the moment when we need it. And information isn't really retained for quick recall until we really need it. So it's creating those moments where you can learn in an informal way from maybe a coworker or a friend. Success in life requires us to develop lifelong learning attitude for success in life, at home, at work, and in relationships. That helps us increase our self-awareness and stay motivated. And taking ownership of our own learning compels us to establish high-quality connections with others with whom we feel friendly, open, and responsive. Sharing knowledge is vital, just like this scarf knitting together, because it relies on those personal connections. Defining high-quality connections that create a sense of trust and friendliness make through a course or work group or acquaintances at UCL, make learning easier and make asking questions much more friendly. According to researchers, making connections through the computer is a highly effective form of e-learning. Instead of sitting down at a computer module by yourself, reaching out through the computer and finding a friend who can answer a question or help you through a stumbling block makes all the difference between feeling confident and feeling unsuccessful. At UC Health, we have this phrase, see one, do one, teach one. And that really is the description of how learning works. Healthcare professionals use this phrase to compel self-motivated experiential learning that is committed and retained in your memory. This describes learning by experience. By seeing something done and then doing it yourself, you are engaging learning by observation, report, and experience. When you're asked then to demonstrate that or share that task or ability with others, you engage higher level thinking processes to create your own personal way of doing it. This triggers a personal response to the information, which thereby creates greater knowledge retention, synthesis, and easier recall down the line, because now you have a personal relationship with that experience and that learning. When you're stuck, connecting with a coworker or a friend or a classmate begins that highly effective informal learning process. This is casual, necessary learning in the moment to help internalize a process, which is vital for our employees. Do you remember that TV show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, with Regis Philbin? When a contestant was stumped by a question, they could reach out to a friend who either knew the answer or could help trigger the player's own memory to recall that information. That's informal learning, flat out, straight and simple. In the moment, necessary. Please help me right now with memory recall to build confidence and experiential learning. So let me introduce you to UC Health's version of Phone a Friend. Skype for Business, or as we're just going to call it today, Skype, is part of every computer at UC Health at every location throughout Colorado. It works in tandem with Microsoft Outlook, our email platform. It's highly social, just like social media, and has instant messaging in real time, the ability to chat with more than one person at a time, and even the ability to share your screen with others or have others share their screen with you. Skype connects you with everyone at UC Health, and specifically with our ICUC group of learners, both past and present. This platform is controlled by you and directed by you to connect you with those people who can answer your question and show you what to do. Basically, it's real help from people you trust and like without ever leaving your computer. By engaging with others, you can be more active and engaged in what you're trying to accomplish on your computer. You can feel more confident and empowered knowing that you can reach out to whomever you need in that moment. And you can demonstrate what you're trying to do for another who can share your screen and your controls to show you how you can accomplish your task. This corporate social media tool creates opportunities for sharing learning experiences by connecting us with others who can provide the greater understanding and informal learning when we need it the most. So let's get started. Welcome to Skype. This is what Skype looks like when you click this S at the top of your screen. It opens up this chat window. You can see that my information is at the top. So there's my picture, and as well as all of my information. It shows my location, my phone number, and my email are available when you click that little down arrow. All my friends or my favorites are saved here in this lower part of my screen. I also can see the People page, which is the page I'm on right now. I can see a record of my past conversations on Skype, and then this calendar sheet also shows me the obligations I have or the meetings I have set up through Outlook because Skype and Outlook interface together. Lastly, this rectangle is your search button or your search bar. You type in the people that you want to connect to with first name and then last name. So let's say I'm trying to find my friend Keela Robinson through Skype. I don't have her saved as a favorite. So I type in Keela's first name, and I'm just trying to remember her last name. You can see that every person named Keela pops up here in the screen, and I can see that my Keela Robinson is the fifth one. I can find my friend. That triggers my memory. Our groups through Outlook are also part of Skype, so you can either reach out to everyone at once to send a quick message to find someone available, or as the trainer for this ICUC course, I may want to reach out to all learners to let them know about an immediate change in a training room before the class starts. By using Instant Messenger and this group, I can send an instant message to everyone part of that group and let them know about the change right away. So I'm in a jam and I need to find a friend who can support me by providing information for a project that I'm working for and desperately trying to finish. I can see which of my favorite friends are available by their indicator lights. Just like a traffic signal, the red means they're busy, the yellow means that they're away or inactive for a period of time, and the green light means they're free and active. White button means someone is offline and probably doesn't use Skype, and a red button with black stripes means do not disturb. Hooray, my friend Alma is free. I'm going to send an instant message. So I double click on Alma's name and this instant message window pops up. I write, "Hi Alma, I'm writing to you to ask a question. Do you have a minute?" And you can see that Alma has received my message because it says at that oval button at the bottom, Alma is typing a message. Hooray. She writes, "Hey, sure, what's up?" And you can see that pop up with her in just like an instant message on your phone. I write her back, "I need to translate other location menus. Will you help me?" The best part about Skype is that you can use emojis to convey your message in a fun animated way. This computer screen button at the bottom allows me to share my screen with Alma so I can show her what I'm trying to do and how I'm trying to do it. I can even press an additional button once the computer screen button opens up to give her the control so she can demonstrate to me how to do that. Here's the list of all the fun emojis, and they're all animated, so it really does make it fun. So let's take this minute to try Skype together. We're going to work through this infographic. So the first thing you'll want to do is personalize Skype by adding your photo, your location. You can also use that location area to share a funny quote or something that means something to you. Then let's partner up with a buddy, add them to your favorites, send them an instant message using Skype, try out a bunch of those fun emojis, then share your screen and give them control of your screen by clicking the Give User Control black button at the top. And then we'll give everybody about 5 minutes to do this, and then let's have a discussion about how it went. Remember, we learn more when we learn together. And this is meant to provide a lifeline to you so that you don't feel frustrated or lost. Learning happens best by creating high-quality connections at work, like the connections that you already are making with fellow learners and coworkers. This will enable you to gain insight, remember what you've learned, and improve your skills to enhance your computer abilities and confidence. Congratulations! Don't forget for the next class to retrieve your email and find your email assignment, and then use Skype to connect with a co-learner about the emailed assignment. See you next week.